Today, we're in North Huntingdon, Pennsylvania, about 35 minutes east of downtown Pittsburgh. Today, we're going to show you everything that makes North Huntingdon special, from its top-rated schools to its new amenities, outdoor spaces everywhere, and let's not forget about low taxes. Who doesn't like low taxes?
Exactly, and this area is pretty unique because it has a good mix between affordable properties and luxury properties. Lots of custom home builders in this area and really all of the conveniences you could think of. So we'll be showing you every square inch of North Huntingdon and telling you why our clients are loving this area. All right guys, so we are going to touch on the real estate market. Right now we're actually in probably the most desirable neighborhood in all of North Huntingdon, and this is called Lincoln Hills. So this is actually built by Schuster, and it is a very large community. You have sidewalks all throughout, lots of different like in-ground pools, lots of yard space, all brick homes, absolutely gorgeous. George is going to tell you a little bit more about the construction here, but if you are looking in Lincoln Hills, it usually starts around $500,000 and goes all the way past the $1 million mark.
Yeah guys, we worked with a lot of new construction, a lot of developers, and one thing about Schuster, they are an extremely high quality product. And what really differentiates them is the architecture. So Rylee, if you can even show some of the houses,
just right
the arcs on them, a lot of them are all brick, and just the quality is really second to none. I mean, you'll see some unique features even on a lot of them, like where they add in waterfalls and fountains.
Exactly. It's very luxury for a great price. And even look at that entryway right there. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. Some features that you don't typically see, especially at this price point in anywhere in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and our father's put in a lot of roofs and worked with the Schusters, and he's seen the inside of the homes and can really speak up to the quality that these homes have. They really have attention to detail, and they're not cookie cutter. They are very, very unique homes.
Even if you see like that stonework, the brick, lots of yard space. So what's really beautiful about this community is the yard space. Every house you'll see like some outdoor areas, some fireplaces, like I said, some in-ground pools. And then if you could just see the beautiful views of the hills over here, and look at all of this yard space, all of the beautiful architecture. And if you want a massive property, there are massive homes in this subdivision.
And they really space the properties out from each other too. Like you mentioned, the huge yards, but the houses aren't right next to each other like some of the other communities we've been in, which that can have its benefits too, where it feels, like
more homey,
more
city-ish.
Exactly, but I prefer the space in between the homes, and they really do a good job of spacing this community out.
Exactly. Very nice landscaping throughout, nice little trees. We smell the mulch right now. You smell that?
Yeah, it smells great.
Not the most pleasant smell. But like, as you can see, look at all the dimension on that roof. And my dad does say when he does these roofs, it is a project just because of all of the different dimensions going on. It's not your typical flat roof, but that's what really gives the property such curb appeal, such an inviting feel, and such a luxury finish that you don't typically see with just your standard new construction that's built in a few months. I mean, this is a longer process. It's definitely all custom, but we'll take you guys with the drone just to check these properties out. Absolutely massive. You could get properties over 8,000 square feet here. And then you actually do have patio homes down this way. So there is lots of options in this community, and you typically see it being families, retirees liking the patio homes, but mainly families in this community. Tons of young kids riding their bikes, walking around, and really a nice walk too. I mean, if you go from here, you can get miles in without even leaving your neighborhood. All sidewalks, pretty wide sidewalks, so that me and him are actually walking down here and not bumping shoulders.
Side by side.
And if you could just see, like, look at the size of this garage. 3-car garages, all brick, which our dad's a big component of.
Yeah, he always preaches all brick. It's like the story of the 3 little pigs.
It is.
You want to make sure you have an all brick home.
Exactly. You see some nice in-ground pools here, but so quiet, peaceful, and literally 2 minutes away from Starbucks, Walmart, Target, restaurants, Aldi, Excella Health Hospital. I mean, anything you need is literally within 2 minutes away. You're right behind the main center here in Route 30. So location is prime, but it doesn't feel like you're next to these major highways, just with the sound, the peacefulness, hearing the birds chirp. And there is like newer construction, different styles going on. Right here, they have kind of like the reddish brown brick compared compared to the lighter colors, so it really gives a nice contrast.
Which one do you
nice
prefer?
Columns. I think this one, just because
the reddish brown.
Yeah, because you could see. I mean, these are reddish brown. It's just lighter, but this is just like stands out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it looks
the white
newer.
columns on it really pop with the contrast of that and the bricks. I have to agree with you on that.
It does. Columns always make the properties look pretty, like, presidential, I always say.
Yeah.
Substantial, it's a good word for it. But yeah, anything that's kind of non-conventional in a neighborhood always catches my eye. And usually clients too. They like something a little bit different to stand out.
Exactly, and you see a lot of homes that stand out in this community. Like we said, the Schusters really designed them well. And each house is pretty unique. It's not a neighborhood you get bored at looking at the houses at, that's for sure.
Exactly. And we're coming up to some patio homes right now, so that's been a very popular choice for retirees and anyone liking that in this community.
Yeah, and Schuster is one of the most popular builder names when it comes to all of North Huntingdon. You'll see him in developments by the Schuster family all throughout the area. So even if you're somebody that doesn't, say, want to live in a larger community like this, you'll still find pockets of North Huntingdon with maybe a handful of homes still built by them.
For sure, even building on your own lot. And I believe the Schusters are a multi-generational company here, so they've been around for a while and they have a great reputation, excellent work, and I always like when you could find like a really good custom local builder compared to maybe some more national chains. So taking a look at this property right here, super interesting. They are actually, so it's a 2-car garage on both sides, but they are kind of like townhomes, but like very luxury finishes, but you're not connected to like 20 townhomes, only 2 are together.
Yeah, very rare to see townhomes that actually have 2-car garages on those. You'll never find something like that in the city. It's one benefit of being in the suburbs to actually have a build like that.
Yeah, these are very, very unique. I haven't seen much like this in any suburb, and then you do have your patio homes right across the road there. So for folks that want one level living, that's definitely an option here in Lincoln Hills. And there's not like huge amount of townhomes in North Huntingdon, but Miranda Homes does have a community called Willow Estates, which are currently building townhomes. So if you're a young professional, maybe you don't want a single family home all by yourself, definitely options for townhome living up to 2 to 3 bedrooms.
Right now, we're outside of Norwin's campus. So what makes this area super convenient, they have the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school all in one complex.
Yep, but remember, there is only one elementary school in this complex, and that's going to be Hawntown Elementary. Now, the area overall has a total of 4 elementary schools, and some of our clients literally call us like begging to be in Hawntown, and it really depends on which exact area in North Huntingdon that you live if your kids will be sent to Hawntown. Some districts aren't as good as others in terms of elementary schools, just based on the ratings on public websites. So we have a lot of clients calling to make sure that they're in the correct district, and Hawntown is definitely one of the most popular ones.
Yep. And a few things to point out about the school districts. So they have a 15-to-1 student to teacher ratio, making it pretty small class sizes compared to some of the other locations we showed you. They also have tennis courts, basketball courts, a beautiful soccer and football field, all state-of-the-art, and trails around the area as well. So
the walking trails are actually wonderful here. It feels like you're like in a huge park. We come here all of the time, not only to play tennis, but even to run around on the football court or football field. Sorry, I'm not a football pro, but we play soccer on there. They keep the lights on usually at night, so it's super fun. We play frisbee. Then they have the tennis courts and just a lot of fields to play soccer. I always come here and do sprints. It's just a really like convenient area, and it's huge with anything you could imagine.
yeah, besides just the sports and stuff, which we love, our brother-in-law Corey went here, and he went to Penn State after for engineering and now works at Westinghouse. We talked about him in another video. But we asked him a few things about the area, and he really raves about the school, especially the math program. He said it really set him up for success when going to Penn State. So if you have a child that's thinking about getting into the science fields, this could be a really good pick for you. Looks like we got a Penn State sticker there. Nice to see some more alumni here. But really, a lot of people that I know that went to Norwin ended up going to Penn State. So one of the better state schools when it comes to the nation overall. So Norwin really preps people.
And this campus is sidewalk throughout, so it makes it very convenient just to walk around it. And it's honestly a huge campus. Like we said, there's high school, middle school, and an elementary school, and then a numerous amount of different fields, ball fields, tennis courts, football and soccer, so you really have anything you need. And what I like is the location. So no matter where you live in North Huntingdon, this area is pretty central. It's right in the middle. You're not too far away from all of the shopping of Target, restaurants, and all of the eateries, and then you're not too far from downtown Irwin either.
Exactly, and it looks like they're actually doing some new construction here right now. Not sure what they're building, but that's a good sign that they're putting more money into the area, and they're going to continue to keep this pristine like it already is, and then keep adding on.
Yep, they're prepping for the school district, the opening here at the end of August, so very exciting things happening in Irwin, and those views are beautiful too. You have like mountain views, if you guys could see that behind us. Just an awesome campus.
Our little cousin just won his round robin in soccer, so to celebrate, we came out here to go fishing. He caught a bluegill. It wasn't that big, but we didn't want to tell him that, but he was so excited. And then we went to the local farm here, which is called Kerber's. But what makes Kerber's so great, you know, I'm not that into the goats and stuff. Sometimes that's cool. They have the best ice cream around. They have this stuff called Dino Crunch. You know, as a grown man, it's kind of weird to say how much I like it, but it's my go-to. Dino Crunch is the best. And let's just say it wasn't little Blaine's suggestion to go get ice cream. Me and Rylee dragged him along.
Yeah, and they also have mini golf at Kerber's, which is so fun. So we ended the night with just a mini golf session, some ice cream, and honestly just makes for the perfect weekend activities. This place is super awesome for families because of all of the amenities, even Urban Air, which is the new trampoline park that literally just got built and just opened here with go-karts and anything you could think of. So trust me, your kids will love this area.
Yeah, and this area is amazing during the summertime, but it is a must-see in the fall. One of the most beautiful things you'll ever see when all of the trees turn. And when you go to places like Kerber's, and because PA has all these different farms around, there's tons of different tractor rides, corn mazes, festivities for the kids. And honestly, like, PA is one of the best places to be in the fall, I'd say, out of all the states I've been to. And we've done a lot of traveling, guys.
Yeah, it really is. I really love like the 4 seasons that we do get here, although me and George were just saying that this has probably been the hottest summer that we have had in a while. It's literally going to be 90 degrees here. Humidity's pretty high. I mean, it doesn't feel that bad with the breeze coming in, but still, we're really not used to this summer heat. We're ready for fall.
Agreed. It's not easy, but it's still better than being in Florida or somewhere with this type of heat.
Yeah, that is true. And this park is very nice. I would say Twin Lakes in Greensburg's definitely going to be a lot bigger, but still that same concept where you have a huge lake and you get to kind of walk around it with nice paved sidewalks. But what I really like in the North Huntingdon area is going to be the Braddock's Trail. That one has tons of different hiking trails, the most beautiful views. It's a pretty large park and it makes the perfect evening walk with the family. That's where I often go with my family, and like I said, very serene, very wooded, and awesome hiking trails. We both love to hike a lot.
How's it going? They're little? You catch a few? No?
Got a smaller hook on now.
Okay. Nice day though.
Also, what's super cool, we saw a few people rollerblading, which is just unique. George needs to pop out the rollerblades.
I used to go rollerblading, but like when I was a kid, I don't know what she's talking about. This isn't a regular thing. Not putting down people that like to rollerblade, because it is kind of cool, honestly.
Dad would love it.
Euro Cantina, and I am stuffed, okay? So we got the lunch portion, and these fajitas were definitely big enough for 2, but that didn't stop me from eating them all myself. They were so delicious, so much food, and for a reasonable price, I'll definitely be back here. It was amazing.
I always say North Huntingdon is one of my favorite locations. Rylee, what's your favorite part about the area?
My favorite part is probably that you have the business district of Irwin, so that has really like a very community oriented feel. Not only do they do a ton of events like Light Up Night during the holidays, always something during each month. I love the Greenberry, that's the juice and smoothie shop. They always have like such amazing options for different smoothie creations, fresh pressed juice every single day, homemade muffins and pancakes. It's a very unique coffee shop and smoothie shop. But then you have the like main Norwin shopping center, which has Target, Starbucks, Walmart, Giant Eagle Marketplace, your gym. So the conveniences, it also has Aldi's and like pretty much anything you could think of. So not only do you have that small town business feel, but you also have the huge names and pretty much all of the conveniences within a 10-mile radius.
One thing to mention about this area, there have been a lot of new businesses coming to the area. So we have Excella Health, which has been bringing in a lot of medical professionals to the area. So there's that. We've had some new restaurants opening up, from Mexican to Asian cuisine. And you could...
Yeah, good point about the medical professionals here in Excella. So there's a branch right here, but what's nice is 10 to 15 minutes down the road in Greensburg, you actually have like the Excella Health Hospital, and then even further closer to Latrobe. So whether you're a medical professional, you're looking for a good in-between route to these hospitals, or just to be close to your workspace, anywhere in the North Huntingdon or Greensburg area is going to fit you very well.
Exactly. And besides even just the health businesses opening up, when it comes to food, there's been a lot more options coming to the area as of recent. So it's always a good sign when some of the newer businesses come. For example, a crumble cookie opened up not too long ago.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Anywhere they put a crumble, that means business is booming.
Yeah, that means there's a lot of money coming to the area if they put a crumble, because there's a lot of disposable income when you start seeing stuff like that.
And show them right behind you here.
Oh, here's a fun one.
They just opened a huge adventure park, Urban Air. Perfect, because this area is full of families, full of kiddos. This is a great space. You have go-karting, lots of fun activities in there, and it's actually right next to Walmart, right next to that Lincoln Hills community. So the convenience in North Huntingdon is really unmatched, because no matter where you live, you're only about like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 on the high end, to all of your major routes and all of your big shopping complexes.
Not to mention too, it's not Chipotle, but they did recently open up a Moe's.
Yesterday, or like a few days ago, the Moe's opened. So there is a Chipotle in Greensburg. We'll actually throw up the drone footage of that, but there is a Chipotle in Greensburg about 10 minutes away from here, if that's what you prefer. But they did just open a Moe's and a tropical smoothie cafe. And there's lots of, like, Waffles and Caffeinated is a big chain here in Pittsburgh. They only come to the desirable suburbs and city neighborhoods. They're actually downtown, and they're in a few different places, like in the South and North Hills. But opening a Waffles and Caffeinated in North Huntingdon is huge, along with Jersey Mike's is right next to it. You have a Sheetz. You have Sephora and Ulta, not to mention, because one of them's in Target and the other is in Kohl's. So ladies, you do not have to go to the mall or anywhere to get your makeup. It's literally in your backyard, which is a big perk, especially for the convenience factor of having that instead of having to travel far away to go to the mall.
Rylee, I do have a confession to make.
What's that?
I think Waffles and Caffeinated is trash.
Yeah, I personally, I don't like their breakfast. If you're gonna go, you gotta get a waffle.
Yeah, I've had their eggs and their potatoes and stuff. I was not impressed, and I was really excited to try it because the branding looks cool and it looked like a really nice building, very clean, but food just wasn't there. That's just my opinion though. I'm a guy that eats maybe too much Chipotle, so you can't just go off what I say.
And then what's nice is Schuster has a few communities out this way, especially next to that good elementary school we were speaking of, that a lot of our clients call to be in that one specifically.
Oh yeah.
So Schuster's opening up that brand new community is right next to that elementary school, and also a big deal is the mini golf. So we're talking about that.
Yeah, for anybody that likes mini golf, one of the coolest courses that we've been able to see. Very fun. Yeah, at Kerber's. And Kerber's also has amazing ice cream. But one more point, Rylee, to make about the schools you were talking about. So we actually have the inside track on the schools in the area because my brother-in-law, well, both of our brother-in-law, Corey, actually went to school in this area. So we have some inside information about the best schools to be in and the ones that you might want to avoid. But yeah.
Yeah, Corey, he's like our guide for this area as well because he knows everything. All of the people here, everything to know about it because he grew up here his whole entire life. All of his friends live here, so we also have a lot of friends and family in the area. I actually got my sister and Corey a house here, which it was actually an off-market market deal, and this is when the market was on fire. You couldn't find anything, but they definitely wanted to move into their new house in North Huntingdon. So I was like scouring the old expired listings, calling every single one, seeing if they were open to selling their house because I have a potential buyer, which ended up getting them a house in a beautiful, desirable neighborhood that they absolutely love. They fixed the entire house up. Great price, no competing offers because it wasn't actually on the market. So they were able to secure a deal with, when everything else was having 15 to 25 offers plus, they were able to get into that property, no competing offers, on a listing price that was listed like pre-COVID. So they got an amazing deal on that, and it's all just from us scouring those listings and being proactive about it and not just saying, here's the homes currently on the market. No, we go deep for you guys if that's what you want us to do.
Exactly. And even though we did put the extra work in, because that is our sister, well, you would think at least, we do the same thing for every single client. We put that same level of effort in as if you were our brother or sister. Like we said, when you work with us, you're working with our family and your family too.
And right behind me here, beautiful new construction property. I don't know if you can see it or not, a little
Got
bit.
a glimpse of it.
Yeah, lots of one-story living, lots of one-level living here. And what's also nice is there is price ranges for everyone. So it's not only these luxury homes starting past $500,000 in Lincoln Hills, but you also have literal single-family properties like the ones we're driving by now. They might not be in their own little like subdivision, but nice properties, amazing locations, and usually you can get something move-in ready. Pre-COVID, it was more in the higher 100,000s. Now it's more in like the lower 200,000s. But not a bad deal when you're looking at the location, the area, and the projected growth, all of the businesses coming in, and then on top of that, the school district, Norwin, which is highly rated, along with really great elementary programs. So it's honestly a win-win. You're about 30 to 45 minutes away from downtown Pittsburgh, depending on that eastern traffic throughout those Squirrel Hill tunnels. But really good for commuting, and not to mention you're also in Westmoreland County, and your taxes are probably half of what they would be in Allegheny County, especially some different neighborhoods like Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair, Wexford, where you do have very highly rated schools. These schools are still highly rated, but you're getting not only less taxes, but also more for your money when it comes to the housing. And that's my favorite part about North Huntingdon, is how much you could get for your money here. I mean, $1 million house here compared to $1 million house in Wexford is a completely different story.
Night and day.
Here you're getting a wine cellar, you're getting a huge fountain, you're getting a gym, game rooms, 8 to 10,000 square feet, yard space, space between you and your neighbor. Maybe in Wexford you're getting like your typical bedrooms, maybe an extra room, and maybe like 6,000 square feet. So stretches out a lot here in North Huntingdon.
And you're being taxed on it less.
Exactly. The taxes can get high when you're looking at these nice areas, and some people don't mind that because they know what comes with higher taxes, maybe a more integrated community. They're staying on top of things, the school district, the programs they offer. It definitely is worth it for some people. But if you are someone that wants, you know, more for your money, you want to pay less taxes but still have access to the highly rated school district, and you kind of like that rural, serene feeling, lots of housing to choose from, and a nice, well-integrated community, and not to mention downtown Irwin as well, which does community events, light up night, Galentine's Day for the ladies, nice boutiques, juice shops, and just your local coffee shops. And North Huntingdon provides all of that for you guys, and we really like it a lot. So what we're going to do is show you guys downtown Irwin next, walk around, and really give you an idea of what's there.
All right, let's go.
All right, guys, we're in downtown Irwin, one of our favorite spots when we're in the area to go grab some food.
Yeah, George likes it for the food. He likes Gato Taco right there.
I like to eat anything that's Mexican. If it's not Chipotle, we have Gato Taco. They have some really good bowls there as well, and some pretty unique tacos. They had, what was it, Rylee? Shrimp tacos that you really liked.
I think it was shrimp, maybe, but
Some sort of
it was
seafood.
like cod or something.
Yeah,
But
I
what
didn't get
I
them.
like this place for is they have like your salons, your juice shop, coffee shop, Not only that, but all of the events that go on are truly unmatched. This is really where the community comes and gathers together, and pretty magical. I mean, the light up night's one of my favorites here, along with the Galentine's Day. They do like scavenger hunts, Easter, whatever it is. This is really where the community, it's like the center point of it all.
Yeah, and just the coolest part about it is everything's small business around here. You won't find any big chains within this district, so really cool to come here, support small business. We always do when we get a chance.
I believe it's the biggest small town in Pennsylvania. Chocolate,
yeah, that's what it
ice
is
cream.
coined as, the biggest small town.
Yeah, we met Mr. Irwin last time I was here with my father. He does a lot of construction work this way. He's a lot east-based with his company, so he's done tons of roofs, tons of big projects here in North Huntingdon, and knows a lot of the community. But just really, really cool. That's actually an attorney shop. Just look at that architecture.
No, it almost looks like a haunted mansion, but
The
it is an attorney
Greenberry,
shop.
this is my favorite ever. Olive Pit, Crooked Creek Distillery.
Oh, Riley, it looks like we lied. There is a big box here. This is the only one I've seen. We got
State
State Farm. Well, everything's small business except for that one State Farm, guys.
CPS Photography, gift shops.
Did you see the chocolate and ice cream place we just passed?
I did, yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good. And
I don't know
then,
if you're hungry or anything.
and then right over here, I actually got my sister for her engagement party, maybe it was, or bridal party. I got a big chocolate basket in here. Convenient to have that in your local neighborhood. Oh, George, look, there's a peanut butter melt-away pie. Should we get it for Dad?
Yeah, we're just lunch, right?
So Doughwood Pizza's right there. Our brother-in-law, Corey, he loves that place. They have
Yeah.
gluten-free options, really, really good. You have a candy corner right here, so it's like a farm-to-table restaurant. Usually closes around 3 to 2. And then right up here you have White Tree Coffee House, another amazing option. So as you guys can see, there's a lot going here, and you could actually live like, looks like there's like a quadplex up here, lots of single family properties. So if you did want to live next to this downtown Irwin area, I mean, these properties are very affordable, a lot of times in the $200,000 range. Guys, George found the nightclub.
Yeah, I
Dream
guess
big.
it's like dinosaur themed. Yeah, beware of dragons, so I don't know, guys. I don't think we should go in.
Pure Imagination, it's called. Club Pure Imagination.
Oh, wow, look, there's Wonder Woman right there, Riley. Get that?
Who's the Elvis?
This place looks pretty crazy on the inside. What's going on in there? All right.
Yeah,
Maybe-
unique, man.
Buddy the Elf's over there.
Yeah,
Riley loves Christmas, so I mean,
Oh, where's Buddy? I see
Buddy's
you.
on the bar right there. Small place, but
Maybe
Looks
it looks
neat.
like it goes back too. So this is just like the front
Alright.
room. Really interesting. We'll have to check it out one time. Dueling pianos. You were right. It's a piano bar.
it's pretty cool.
It looks nice.
All right.
Maybe we'll have to take Corey and Rachel here.
We'll give you guys our honest review after we come to the place sometime.
The biggest little town in
Can we
Pennsylvania.
go see Elvis?
Missing pet, George. Look. George, there's a missing pet.
Oh, wow. Hey, if anybody
I think
watching
I
this
found
video,
it. The monster. So George, as we're walking around here, what's your favorite part of North Huntingdon so far?
what I love about North Huntingdon is it has all the major conveniences, but also still keeps that small town feel. So if you want to go to downtown Irwin, you get to have the small business shops, the real community feel, but then you're not too far away from the major big box stores such as Walmart, Target, and all the other amenities you could possibly think of. So really the community and the convenience factor is what I think really makes this area stand out.
That's a great answer. It's the truth. I love it. Yeah, I would say my favorite part might be like the parks, the nature, and truly the real estate and what you could get for your money here. Stretches out a long way without having to sacrifice the highly rated schools, the amenities, or the distance to downtown. So in my opinion, this is one of the elite suburbs that is going to be very up and coming here, and you could even tell with all the businesses entering that this is going to be one of the hottest ones, maybe a new
Yeah.
Upper St. Clair.
Like we say, when there's a crumble cookie in the area,
You know
prices
you're in
are
the
going
right
up.
spot.
and taxes are low. That's
But
a
in all
great part.
seriousness, if you're next to a Starbucks and a Target, your property values actually do end up rising on the positive side. And you have all of those right next to each other. There's actually a Starbucks plus a Target, plus a Starbucks in that Target. So think about those property values there.
Favorite places of the area in North Huntingdon, the business park. So right behind me, we have Salsa Sam's. So this place is great for getting Mexican food and bringing some salsa home, but more importantly, they serve Penn State ice cream. So my wife and I actually met at Penn State, so we like to come here and grab some ice cream, and it's a lot quicker to come over here than drive 2.5 hours to State College to go to the creamery, and you still get that same great Penn State ice cream. Then, to my left, we have something really exciting, axe throwing. So me and the family, we love to come here. Rylee likes to as well, even though I usually beat her pretty bad in axe throwing. It's not her forte, but again, chill axe company. And then there's a Quinn Brewing for everyone that loves beer. So they're a pretty well-known brand. You'll see some of their beers throughout different gas stations in the area. But again, very popular place that has a lot of craft brews. And then we're gonna go to my favorite restaurant down here below. So this is a hidden gem. I always like to bring friends that come out of town to this area because it's just such an unassuming place being in the business park where you really wouldn't think like this is where you're gonna see something that's fine dining, but just you wait. But before we get there, I cannot forget to mention Salvi's. So that's a great wine and pizza bar. They do Neapolitan style pizza. So again, a favorite, but I'll be completely honest with you guys, I've only had them like once and they weren't my absolute favorite over some of the other places. So I'm not gonna recommend those. Not everything can be perfect, right? But this is the best right here, Senaculo. So what they're known for is their super large portion sizes. And on top of that, they make their pasta fresh daily. So again, they're a little bit on the pricier side, but you're definitely gonna have enough to take home after. Another great thing about Senaculo, all this outdoor seating. Now you may be wondering, why is nobody out there if this place is so great? Well, don't be alarmed. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here and the restaurant doesn't open up until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just here shooting the video early for you guys to make sure we get all of the places and are able to hit up all of North Huntingdon. But again, great place, grab some wine, food, eat with the family, and sit in a nice outdoor relaxing atmosphere. Hey guys, right now we're driving through an area where there's a lot of townhomes. So if you're a young professional living at home or looking for something more affordable, this is a great spot.
Yeah, this is actually right behind Target. You could see Walmart right there. So location is definitely prime and definitely gives some variety to the housing market, allowing people to get in at any price point and within whatever you're looking for, single family, townhome, lots of different options here, all the way to mansions to your everyday $200,000 property. So guys, if North Huntingdon is an area of interest for you, or if you're looking to find out more about our different suburbs, city neighborhoods, and truly what's going to be the best choice for you, make sure to reach out to us. The information's in the description on the screen here, and we are your go-to guide for all relocation real estate here in Pittsburgh. We absolutely love helping you guys, and we're super excited to continue to make these videos. So if this was at all helpful to you, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
See you guys next time.